Hello, you're welcome to BRAINX TV. This is the channel that is dedicated to ensuring that learners understand the basic concepts of mathematics so that we can together say that mathematics is the easiest subject ever to be taught in schools. Today, we are looking at applying mental mathematics strategies. In mathematics, and with multiplication, there are some strategies that are used when multiplying numbers. That makes mathematics so easy. Let me consider a part of it today. So we're looking at skip counting by 1 or 2 digits. Alright. Now, before we get into it, it has some steps. So let's go through the steps and see how it works. So step 1 says skip count up implies addition, and skip count down implies subtraction. Alright, so we are doing skip count up, we are going to use addition. We are doing skip count down, we are going to use subtraction. Alright, step 2 says look out for the common number. So you're going to be on the lookout for the common number in the question. Step 3 says calculate the difference between the other digits. Please remember here, the difference is not that one number is bigger than the other. Or you, through the examples, you will see how you're going to find the difference. And step 4 says the difference determines the number of times, emphasis on the number of times, that the common number will be added to or subtracted from the given answer. So that implies that you'll be given an answer and you work with that. So that wasting my time, let's look at the first one, skip count up. One may wonder, how do we know skip count up? The question will give you all the information. So let's take an example. Alright, if 2 times 6 equals 12, find 2 times 7. So with this, looking at what you have been given 2 times 6, and you are looking for the value of 2 times 7. You see that because you have been related to 2 times 7, that is more than 2 times 6. So that implies a skip count up. Let me understand it. Good. So with this, we're going to use addition. Now before we get to our answer, let us write some rules that will help us to get our answer. We're going to break these steps down to develop a rule that we use to get our answer. Alright, so for step 1, you see that this question says skip count up. So we're going to use addition over here. Alright, so from our rule, the first thing we're going to do is to add. Because you're doing skip count up, you've been given a lesser number, looking for a greater number. And by so doing, you add up to get to the value of the greater number. I hope you understand it. Alright, so skip count up implies that you are going to add, so we add. Step 2 says look out for the common number. What is the common number between 2 times 6 and 2 times 7? And that is 2. We have 2 in the first expression, 2 in the second expression, so 2 is the common number. So we add 2. Now, step 3 says you calculate the difference between the other digits. Now, apart from 2 being the common digits, 6 and 7 are the other digits. So we find the difference between 6 and 7. We find the difference by subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number. Please, over here, the difference used doesn't mean that 6 is lesser than 7 or 7 is greater than 6. Yes, it is. But by the difference here, we mean the number that causes the difference. So you subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. The answer you get is the difference. When you subtract 6 from 7, the answer you get is 1. So the difference here is 1. Alright. Now step 4 says the difference determines the number of times you are going to add to the given answer. Okay. So since the difference is 1, now we are going to add once. So we're going to add 2 once. So this rule will be used to find our answer. Okay. Now, so 2 times 6 is not going to give us. He said that you're going to add it to the given answer. And what's the given answer here? given us here is 2. So we write our 12 down. And by the rule, it says we should add 2 once. Okay, so we add 2 to 12. And 12 plus 2 equals 14. That implies that 2 times 7 is equal to 14. Does that you understand it? I'll take a good look at the solution and let's solve some more examples. Alright, let's take the second example. It says, if 3 times 5 equals 15, find 3 times 6. So we're going to go through the steps to write our rule, which will be used to find the value. Alright. Okay, so step 1. We ask ourselves, are we looking for more or are we looking for less? And we're given 3 times 5, we're looking for 3 times 6. Is it going to be more or is it going to be less? And you can see that you're going to look for more. So that implies escape count up. And by this, you're going to use addition. So the first item in our rule is going to be add. Okay, we're going to use addition, so we add. Now the common number to 3 times 7 and 3 times 6 is 3. So we add 3. And the difference between 5 and 6 is 1. That implies that we're going to add 3 once, because step 1 is the number of times. So if it is 1, we're going to add it just once. So add 3 once. Okay, so our solution becomes 15. We have to add 3 once to 15, so plus 3. And 15 plus 3 is equal to 18. That implies that 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Because I hope you understand it. If you have any challenge, please write it up in the comment section and we address that to your understanding. Is that okay? Alright, let's take some more examples. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. The third example says, so if 5 times 9 equals 45, find 5 times 10. So this, we ask ourselves, are we looking for more or looking for less? Alright, I'm waiting for your answer. Well, I know you said it right. I'm looking for more. As we are going to do a skip count up. And by so, the first item in our rule is going to be to add for skip count up. So we add. Now the common number to the two expressions says 5, right? So we add 5. The difference between 9 and 10 is 1. So we get it once. Alright. So we get our answer to be 45. Now we have to add 5 once, so plus 5. And what 5 plus 5 is equal to 50. So 5 times 10 is equal to 50. So I hope you understand it. Let's move on to the next example. So if 6 times 7 equals 42, we have to find 6 times 9. So the question again, are we looking for more or less? Okay, obviously we are looking for more. Alright. So we're going to add. Good. So we add. What the common number here? 6. So we add 6. Now the difference between 7 and 9 is 2. Because when we subtract 7 from 9, we're going to get 2. And since it is 2, we're going to add 6 twice. Don't forget about the number of times. So 2 implies twice or 2 times. Okay, so this is going to give us 42 plus 6 plus 6. Alright. Now, what's the value of 42 plus 6? That's equal to 48. So we get 48 plus 6. So we add this for the first time, we can add it for the second one. Okay. And 48 plus 6 is equal to 54. So 6 times 9 is equal to 54. Please help me understand it. Alright. Let's move on to our next topic, which is skip count down. Okay, skip count down. Alright, skip count down. It also follows the same steps, only a few changes will be made over here. Alright, so let's take some examples. The question is, if 7 times 8 equals 56, find 7 times 7. Alright. So over here we ask ourselves, are we looking for more or are we looking for less? You can see that we are given 7 times 8. We are to look for 7 times 7, which is lesser than 7 times 8. Okay? So that's going to be like a skip count down. If it's a skip count down, they're going to use the operation subtraction. As you'll be given a bigger number, it's equal to a smaller number. So you have to reduce the bigger number to get a smaller number. So you can understand it. Alright. So the first item on our rule is going to be to subtract. So you write it down. Subtract. Then step 2, the common number, which is 7. Okay, so subtract 7. The difference between 7 and 8 and 7 is 1. So we subtract 7 once. Alright, okay, so the answer to 7 times 7 is going to be equal to 56. It says subtract 7 once, so minus 7. Does that understand it? Alright. And 56 minus 7 is equal to 49. Therefore, 7 times 7 equals 49. Does that understand it? Alright. Let's take the next example. Number 2. So if 10 times 8 equals 80, find 10 times 6. So I've been given 10 times 8. I've calculated for 10 times 6, which is lesser than 8. So we're going to use skip count down. That will imply subtraction. Okay? Alright. So we are going to subtract. Now the common number here is 10. Okay, we subtract 10. Now, how many times are we going to subtract it? The difference between 8 and 6 here is 2. So we subtract 10 twice. So, twice. I hope you get it. Good. And let's come to our solution. So this is going to give us 80. I said you subtract 10 twice. You get minus 10 minus 10. You don't understand it. Alright. Now, 80 minus 10 equals 70. So you get 70 minus 10. Alright. And 70 minus 10 is equal to 60. So this implies 10 times 6 is equal to 60. Please follow BRAINX TV for more simplified way of solving mathematics questions, just as we have observed over here. If you have any challenge, please write up in the comment section. Subscribe to BRAINX TV on YouTube and follow BRAINX TV GH on TikTok. If you have any challenge, please write up in the comment section. I'll leave my details in the bio, so you can link up if you want any one-on-one online lesson. Then we'll get in touch and learn mathematics the easiest way. Then we can together say that mathematics is the easiest subject ever to be taught in schools. See you in our next videos. Bye.